Howdy y'all and welcome to Lac's Lives. I'm Lacander, and this is Lac Plays Minecraft. I was wondering why that piece of string was there. I don't remember killing stuff just a few minutes ago, but apparently I must have. So today we're going to be working on some of the shops. I've got a few done. Trying to figure out how to decorate the outside. I got a lot of bushes over here, but I don't know. There isn't really a whole lot to do to the outside of a building. It's really too plain. Um, I just don't know what I want on the outside of these buildings. I've gotten three mostly done. One of them I still need some more work on, but oh yeah, I've been working on the some more lights too, but I ran out of glowstone, so I went in last night and got a little over a stack of glowstone, and so that we could use it today to finish off these lamps. Well, I didn't know I was going to do it on the video. I just knew I needed to do it, so I went in and grabbed some. Running out of blocks of redstone. I need to go back to my farm and pick some more up. I'm sure I've got tons. Alright, make me some redstone lamps already. Alright, well there's 8. 8's probably not enough. I need like 15 or 20. I don't know. They're so... I need to stop using them or something. They take so much effort to make. Redstone comes out in tons when you're underground, so that's not so bad to get your hands on. But man, getting these glowstone blocks to make these lamps is just terrible. Oh, I guess I didn't need that many. Got 4 left. So my first shop here is, what is this place? Jim and Jules. I had no idea what to call it. Jim and Jules? Shouldn't it be... Jims and Jules are the same thing. I don't like the name of this place. I'm gonna change it. Don't know to what. But I thought I'd do like a fancy jewelry store kind of thing. So it's got the nice clean floor and white tables, and we've got some paintings on the walls. Put up an emerald and a diamond and a gold helmet, I guess. Got a compass and a clock here, and that was all I could really think of that would go into a store like this. Across the way here, I went ahead and did up... Oh, I guess we should look at how it's made too. It's made out of magenta clay. I think we started working on this one. I didn't like a couple of the different things I'd done, so I did go with the magenta clay, put some, I think it's spruce up there, and then went with the stone brick slabs for the roof, because I don't want it peaked like these ones were back here. And so these roofs are going to be a little flatter. You can see that one's really flat over there. In fact, this one's not even going to have a roof, I think. I'm going to do kind of an, I don't want to say adobe top to it, but something like that. So, and then well, we'll see when we get to it. And then for this one, I used cyan clay and some cobblestone. Played around a little bit with the cobblestone, trying to get something I liked. Everything I tried seemed to just have too much cobblestone, and so I pretty much minimalized the cobblestone. Although this looks really good for one of the plans I have coming up is buildings that aren't as nice. And so I want to replace like the clay blocks with some cobble to make it look like this is, you know, stucco on the outside and not full blocks of clay. And so these would be places where the coloring has worn off. And I think this shows how it could look. Of course, you wouldn't have the symmetrical in the 4 corners kind of thing or around the windows, but yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. And this is an adventure store, dry goods. And so we come in here. I tried a couple of different things with my lights in here. I got lights recessed in the ceiling, and then I forget why I did it this way, but I was trying out something different. I kind of like this too. This looks nice too. And so we've got, you know, the various tools that you might need when you're out adventuring. We got just some iron tools, a hoe, an axe, pickaxe, shovel, shears. I don't know if you ever need shears when you're adventuring, but, you know, flint and steel. You know, now that I'm looking at this up close, why does a flint and steel look like a C with a piece of flint? Is that what they look like in real life? I thought flint and steel was like a sharp piece of metal that you rub against flint. Maybe not. I don't know. Got a compass in here. I know we put one in the jewelry store, but what are you gonna do? You know, you need a compass when you're out adventuring. I should put some maps in here. I could put some blank maps. I still got room. And then I don't know. Maybe you need a bottle. Maybe you need a journal. Over here we had a bow and arrow, boots and saddles, and maybe a chest. I don't know why this cauldron's in here now that I stop and think about it. That's weird. We'll leave it though. And I want it to be kind of a little rustic on the inside, so I just used oak. Nothing too fancy, but I like this. I like the way this little store turned out. I don't know about the flowers out front. I think that's a bit much for adventuring. Maybe I should take those down and put some fence out front. I'll bet that would look better. That way you can tie up your horse. And too bad you can't tie up your creepers. So I'm going to get some fence. Take out those flowers, put in some fence. I think that'll look a lot better. Flowers just seems a little too, what's the word, girly for the front of... Not that girls can't be adventurers. Don't get me wrong. And by girls, that's just my word for... I don't like the word gals so much, so to me, girls is the opposite of guys. I know girls isn't actually the opposite of guys, but... I don't know, it's my way of speaking. I'll make up the rules. So don't get all... Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh, and then of course I didn't bring enough. Out. Why do I have so much? Why didn't I put anything away? I don't need mushrooms. Yeah. Need more fence. Oh, crap. Crap. Why did I sleep in a bed? Where's my bow? There we go. I got, I think I mentioned I got infinity. Oh, crap. Run. What'd you do? Drop sugar? Crazy old bat. Sugar, that's something we could have put in the, bakery. I'm gonna grab that sugar and actually replace the wheat. That'd be cool. Come here. Not all the wheat, just some of the wheat. What do I got that I can throw away? What do I got that I'm willing to throw away? Nothing. Dirt. Hate witches. Oh. Just see that commando move there by that skeleton? Thought he had me. He did not. Come here. I'll put some sugar up here. Yeah. And then, I don't know, the rest of you can just rot for all I care. Alright. Let's get back over... Chainmail dude. Get back over here and... Well, let's sleep on the way. That way we don't have to, deal with all these monsters. Alright. So I finished Assassin's Creed 3 yesterday. That turned out to be pretty fun. I'd heard that it wasn't very good, but I disagree. I thought it was a decent enough storyline. None of them are as good as the originals. The original couple. Well, actually, I like Altair the best, and he's only really in the one game. I mean, he makes a kind of an appearance at the beginning of the second game, but I wasn't too happy when they switched away from Altair to Ezio, and I'm still not really a big fan of Ezio. Although I like the Brotherhood game a lot because I like rebuilding and using the Assassins. Why do I have so many diamonds on me? The Assassins Guild, and oh yeah, I came over here to get some fences. But yeah, I just they do weird things with Assassin's Creed. So you got Assassin's Creed 1, right? And you play Desmond, and Desmond's been captured by the Templars, and they want him to relive the memories of his ancestor because they want to know where the pieces of Eden are, right? That's the first story. So Desmond is a bike messenger who was kidnapped off the street, who knows nothing about assassins or any of that stuff, and finds out that his ancestors were the Assassin. Okay, so this building, I gotta pause here. This building is a flower shop. And so I went out and I got one of each flower and put it in here. Strangely enough, as far as I can tell, I've got one of each flower and they exactly filled the walls. So I do need to make some more trapdoors to fill that in. And that's where I actually quit playing last night, was working on that building. It's a little dark. I like the contrast, the little bit of contrast between the dark oak wood and this is gray stained clay. And then for the roof I used brown stained clay. And I need some more dark stained clay because I want to put a lip around the top of this building. And then there'll be a stairway up back here to get on the roof because I'm going to plant more flowers up there and just fill the whole top basically in with dirt, like that's their growing area for their plants. And so that's kind of what we're going to be working on today. And then I don't remember what I said the other store was going to be, but I'm thinking armor and weapons. And then we'll start on the restaurant, which is going to take a lot of work, probably. I hear a zombie. Where? Is there a zombie in my sewer? Weird. I've never had a zombie in my sewer before. But so, you know, Assassin's Creed. So, you've got the first one with Altair, and it's sitting like, I don't know, 1100 something, 1500 something. I'm not a history buff, so I'm not exactly sure when Richard the Lionheart led a crusade into the Holy Lands. Whenever that took place is when the first game takes place. And, you know, so you play through with Altair, and you get to the end, and you're Altair. Well, then the second game starts up, and they're like, they rescue Desmond, and they're like, okay, Desmond, we need you to learn to be an assassin because you have no assassin skills. No assassin skills. So we're going to train you to be an assassin by having you live through the life of someone who is training to be an assassin, one of your ancestors. So it starts out with Altair, and then Altair meets up with his, I don't remember, girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever she was. And then, which is actually pretty cool, because it's genetic memory. If you watch it, I thought that was a pretty neat little deal they did there. And then you switch to Ezio, and Ezio is brand new to being an assassin, so he has no training. In fact, I don't even think he's knows about assassins, or maybe he does know about assassins. I remember it starts off with him and his, I want to say, brother racing through the city, only like across the rooftops and stuff. So, and then and then so through the second game, Assassin's Creed 2, they train Desmond to be an assassin by having him learn how or live how jungle wood'll work. How Ezio trained to be an assassin. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't believe you already switched away from Altair. Um, but whatever, it's enjoyable. And I like the puzzles in the second one a lot. Uh, and I want to say the second one's got my favorite puzzles. The first one's puzzles are just ridiculously hard, so I wasn't a big fan of that. And I mean, they were cool and all conspiracy theory, which is awesome. But I didn't bring any jungle wood to be able to do this correctly. Or, yeah, jungle wood, exactly. Let me run back and get that. And then you've got, at the end of that, well, now Desmond's got assassin training, and so he helps fight off the Templars as they break into the warehouse where they have their version of the Animus. And then the next game to come out, I didn't even buy for the longest time because I didn't realize that it was a continuation of the storyline. I have a whole ton of junglewood slabs right there. There's no reason to be grabbing wood to make new slabs. And so I didn't buy it for probably a year because I thought Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was a multiplayer game, and I didn't want to play multiplayer Assassin's Creed. And well, I was wrong. It was a continuation of the story, and so I finally bought it, and it was pretty good. It was Ezio again. I'm like, are you kidding me? So Altair only gets one, and Ezio gets 2 games. And little did I know, Ezio actually winds up with 3 games. And so, so oh, I have too much stuff. Whoa, yeah, diamonds are not the thing I'm gonna throw away. So then you've got in Brotherhood, I don't remember where they take place. Like Assassin's Creed 2 is in Florence or Venice or something. It's in Italy, I think. And Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which would be the third game, takes place in Rome. And that's some really cool stuff in there, like, Da Vinci and all that. And I really liked that. I thought that was cool. And then so as you play through the games, you find out that there's this precursor race that existed before humans, or at the dawn of humans, or they created humans, or I don't know, because the story keeps changing that you get from those people. So I never know what's going on. And then, so I think it's the second one where you unlock the video, which shows like 2 humans, a man and a woman, running from a facility that's way beyond even Earth's current technology, and they have a golden apple with them because it's the apple that the piece of Eden that everybody's fighting over in these games. And actually, there's multiple pieces of Eden. I don't know what I want to do now. I don't want dark oak. Let's try... It's pretty dark in there, actually. What if we went with some birch wood for the table and brighten it up a little bit? But so... I should have brought other kinds of wood so I could try this out. And, so you do little puzzles, you find out the conspiracies, you see weird things that took place in history, and you learn... There is some history that you learn in the games. Yeah, see, that's nice. Now we need to hook up some lights in here. And I thought I would just do a simple lamp, redstone block. Lamp, redstone block. I don't really like the way that looks. I don't know. I guess it's okay. Alright. Man, does the day just last like 5 seconds in this game or what? So, anyways, back to Assassin's Creed, I guess. So puzzles awesome in 2. Puzzles start getting weaker in Brotherhood. Like, they were difficult in 2. They were nearly impossible in 1. 1 didn't even have, like, puzzles. 1 had scrawlings on the wall that you had to be a cryptologist to figure out. And, and, I mean, I went on the internet and just read what people had figured out they meant. And, but in the second one, you know, you do the different puzzles in between things, and you unlock footage, and you get to see that video, and then I don't even remember what Brotherhoods did for you. I just remember the puzzles were getting really easy, and I was disappointed because some of the puzzles were difficult in 2, but they weren't, like, impossible to solve, and you get these little conspiracy theory results from solving the puzzles, and so I really like that. And because that's the kind of game it is, right? You're learning the alternate history of the world that's different from what you were led to believe. All right, let's get this dirt. And do I have any more dark gray dye? I've got 2 gray dye. That's not maybe. Get out of here. Get out of here. I have room for all your crap. And so, you know, Brotherhood, Ezio, I don't even remember what's going on in that one. I just remember they're running around Rome. You buy buildings and fix them up and stuff like that. And you rebuild the Assassin's Guild in Rome. And I liked that. I thought that was pretty cool. And present day in there, though, in Brotherhood, they find their way into a precursor temple because they're trying to stop the Templars from getting the pieces of Eden, because the Templars are going to use it to take over the world. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough clay. Now, should I use this gray stained clay, or should I go with a different color? I actually was thinking of maybe using some orange. I thought that might look nice up here. Let's go look. And so it's not as bright as I thought it would be. Maybe I'll do some kind of design. Let me go get some orange and stain up some clay here. And so, man, I've almost run out of time. And so, you've got the precursors, and they're trying to stop the Templars from getting the pieces. I know I already said this. And they, one of the things they're trying to do is find out where all the pieces are at, and so they keep getting led to these precursor temples, and so there's this little bit of stuff you do in the present day, but most of the game takes place in the past, as you relive your ancestors' memories using this machine called an Animus. And, oh, that was dumb. I gotta make it into orange dye. What am I thinking? Give me some orange dye. I want to save some of these tulips, though. And so, why don't I put anything away so I have room to hang on to stuff? And so you've got you get to the end of Brotherhood, and they release one of the precursor AIs, and it knows that one of your teammates is a Templar spy, and so it demands that you kill your teammates, and Desmond refuses, and so it sends a shockwave through Ezio, and like electricity, and kills the woman. Maybe Ezio stabs her. I don't know. Whatever happens, I can't remember. Desmond's present day. And so then you've got Revelations. And so in Revelations, Desmond's brain is fried, and they put him in the Animus, hoping to stabilize him. And man, it looks really orange compared to this gray up here. And so they're trying to determine whether or not to, shut off the life support that the Animus has given him. And so there's this guy who's already been fried. I need to add a little bit more orange to the front here. And he's in there with you, and he's helping you. And they totally rewrite the story. And I was really angry because that's not the piece I wanted to take out. I liked the story they had going, and then they're like, okay, so puzzles apparently are too hard for people. Our fighting style that we had before, we need to reduce to a single button. Because you used to have to switch between like circle, triangle, X, and square. And then they did away with that, and then it was pretty much just hold down circle and then hit square. And I think I want to add some dark to the sides here. And so I'm like, well, that's just ridiculous now. And then no puzzles. Instead, they got this throw down some block shapes as you move through Ezio's memories. And Ezio's memories are different than the previous games. And so now Ezio is no longer this bike messenger who didn't know anything about assassins. Suddenly, Ezio is raised on a compound until he was 16, and has all this assassin training. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That is not the story you've already laid out. It was way cooler when he didn't know what was going on, because now he's just a dude who was an assassin who had given it up, who got captured and got rescued, and now he's back to being an assassin. So why did I even play the second game? He had assassin training. He had assassin training for 16 years. I'm supposed to believe that Robin from Batman and Robin is capable of fighting adult villains when they're like 12, but I'm supposed to believe that Desmond had 16 years of living on assassins' compounds and didn't pick up anything. I don't think so. And so I really don't like how they changed the story, and not that even impacts anything in the third game, but still, it was a shock to me because that is not the story that we had going. And I just put all that dirt down there, and it's supposed to go down here. Where is my? I think my glowstone goes in this one. Redstone, and glowstone. And so I'm like, this is just so ridiculous. So I did not like Revelations. No puzzles, no nothing. And I was really disappointed by that. And then you got, man, we're running out of time here. And then you got Assassin's Creed 3, which came out last year. And in that one, you start a new character, and his name is Connor. His name is Kiketsuan, Rokanokochokumon. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce his Native American name. It's just not going to happen. And I can't remember which one is his Native American name. Because I'm not even close to speaking any kind of Native American language. And you know what? This is for wood. Stop putting non-wood in the wood box. Thank you. And so he basically helps the like George Washington and those guys overthrow the British. And while all that's going on, his father is a Templar, and the Templars are helping the British, and that's pretty much all of 3. Present day, they finally let you do some. Oh, I didn't bring any of the flowers with me. I was going to plant. They let you do some real-world missions where you have to go in and get power packs for the precursor technology, and there's like 3 or 4 of them. And those are pretty cool. I wish there was more. But most of it's spent with Connor. The ship stuff is just awesome in 3. And I was really impressed by ship combat. Okay, I'm looking for flowers. Flowers. And so that stuff was really impressive. Oh, you know, I would need to get some clay pots too, because I want to put in some tree saplings in the place. And even if I already have some of these flowers, this will let me make sure they all get stacked back together. And so, you know, Connor goes through the game and helps fights his father and his father's minions, and so you got Connor, who's fighting with George Washington and the revolutionaries, who aren't any better than the British, really. I mean, they both order his village burned to the ground and stuff, so... and then, you know, present day, they're trying to unlock this huge temple because they've revealed a solar storm is coming that's going to wipe out all life on Earth, and the precursors tried to stop it once before and failed. And, well, I guess it doesn't wipe out all life on Earth, but it's going to be pretty horrific. And so you get down to the end, and I don't know, they don't even let you choose, which, I mean, makes sense because you're going to continue on in this story, but you were working for Juno, I think, and then that's the name of the precursor AI computer thing that you were talking to. And then you switched to working with Minerva, and Minerva wants to take over the world, and Juno says it'd be better to let the world burn, and then start over from scratch. And so Desmond chooses to sacrifice himself. Maybe, probably not. He's already been fried once, so I don't know how this is gonna stop him. Did I put down any? Well, I've already got white tulips down. Pink tulips. Yes, let's put some diamonds down because that will work. Stop putting down pink tulips. And so he chooses to activate the shield that's going to protect the Earth from the storm, but in the process, I'm pretty sure Minerva drained the life force out of him so that she could come back to life. I think that's what went down. What happened to my orange tulips that I was going to save? Because I think that's all I'm missing are my orange tulips. Let's throw in another rose bush over here. And then we'll go find those orange tulips and figure out what I did with those. But so that was the end of Assassin's Creed 3. So that's like the what, fifth game in the series? One, two, three, four. Yeah, five. I was gonna say fifth instead of five. I don't know what I was thinking, but what do I do with those orange tulips? Anyways, I still don't see orange tulips. Ooh, I also thought about putting down some vines. Let's take some vines back. And there they are. So, give me the orange tulips, thank you. And so, I've got Assassin's Creed 4. It's sitting here next to me. Unfortunately, it's for my PlayStation 4, which I got the Assassin's Creed 4 yesterday, and the PlayStation 4 does not come out until Friday. So I am waiting until, which for you guys would be tomorrow. For me, it's still 2 days away. So I am, I guess, looking forward to the next part of the storyline with Assassin's Creed. Alright, so this is, let's get down and look at this, see how this looks with the flowers sticking out over top. I'm going to make this table bigger, and I want to put in some pots on top of it so that I can put saplings in there and have those available as well. Oh yeah, see? That looks pretty nice. Get some more lights on the front here, and probably put some bushes, or maybe some more flowers around front. And I think I'll go with bushes because, it's gardening supplies, so... or not gardening supplies, but flower shop. Anyways, so, yeah. Click like if you like, subscribe to share and catch the next one. I'm looking forward to Assassin's Creed 4. And, I guess I will talk to you later.